So, I'm not that big of a confident person, whatever comes with performing on stage at front of a big audience. In my first experience video that I posted on this new channel called What You Don't See Behind the Stage, where I talked about some parts of me being a performer myself and just being that student helping out backstage, making the magic come to life on a stage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how I got into dancing. It all started when my parents were talking to me about dancing, like how my brother did when he was in high school. They wanted me to dance like my brother, but I didn't want to dance because I didn't want anyone to start saying like, "Hey, you're just like your brother." Although we do look the same, but I'm nothing like my brother. I just wanted to follow my own pathway and focus on my own character and not following the footsteps of others to a point where I start to become that person who found their purpose in life. At the end of my freshman year, I selected new elective classes to be in for my sophomore year, one of them being dancing. So I picked dance class just for my brother. When sophomore year officially came around, I ended up having yoga class. The teacher in that class is the same teacher who is the director of dance show. Of what I've been told of why I was not in dance, because the next incoming freshman class was being selected to be in Dance 1, and that explains why my counselor was not able to put me in Dance 1. So that was the whole process for me. I was originally going to have my first performance in my sophomore year, but ended up being in yoga. I honestly like yoga because it helped me increase my flexibility and develop it more as I finally got into dance class. Finally, junior year came along and I finally got into dance class to perform on stage for the first time and kinda experience of what my brother did for dancing. Although he was at an elite level of dancing, 2024 was the year where I took inspiration of dancing from a superhero in a Marvel movie that I watched over the summer of 2024. And the Marvel movie is called Deadpool and Wolverine.
Sorry, just a catty bitch when I'm jealous. All right, let's do this. Maximum effort.
The opening sequence where Deadpool was fighting the TVA guards with Wolverine's skeleton while he was dancing in some parts during the opening sequence of the start of the movie. That sequence from that movie kind of changed my life on dancing or just general performing arts. At first, I honestly didn't like some parts of dancing because I was the only male dancer there. I feel embarrassed that I am the only boy there in dance, and the class in there were all girls. But at the end, I enjoyed and done it for my brother and for myself as well. I enjoyed my first performance, and the other dancers who are in different levels talked to me and they thought I was a freshman, which was funny for me, and they were surprised that I was a junior because I looked like a freshman for some reason. They asked me if I wanted to do dancing again next year, and I said probably. Then one of them said, "You should because you got the senior video." So I did end up taking dance class again and perform on stage again, and got that senior video and have my name on a poster. What I am taking away from dancing is the lesson that I learned from it, specifically the history of it and the better understanding of why performing arts is what it is. This kind of performance gave me character, confidence that I needed under my skin. A better way to move and another way to tell the story of myself by just moving my body freely. Learning of what my brother did when he was a high school dancer and a performer at the school that he went to way before I came along. My name is Gabe San Gabriel, and this concludes my experience with dancing. Goodbye.
Maximum effort.